Hello everyone, this is Hishansha and welcome to Zinteractive. In today's Marvelous Designer course, we will learn some menus. Whenever you right click on any garment, you see these menus. They are overwhelming at the first time, but they are quite simple. So we will see each one of them one by one in today's lesson. So suppose if I have any garment piece selected and I right click on it, I get all these options here. The first is select all with same property. Suppose I want to select those garment pieces that have same particle distance. So I can press on particle distance and it will select the same particles, like distance matching one. For example, all of them right now are 10. What if I take few of them, okay, and turn them into 5. Okay. Now, once it is turned into 5, and if I will right click on my garment like this and select all with same property and click on particle distance, so all those which are with the 5 particle distance, 5 particle distance are selected. Okay. And if I will select this one, right click on it, select all with the same property and right click, particle distance. So all which are 10 will be selected. Okay. So similarly, you can do with the layers, with the fabric and so on, because you can apply different fabrics to each garment and they can be different layer, one on the top, one on the bottom. So we will learn about the layers in later classes, but it's quite self-explanatory. Okay, then we have assigned to new fabric. Now what does assigned to new fabric means? Suppose if I have this fabric here, okay, which is selected, and if I will select one of the part here, okay, like a garment piece over here, okay, and choose assign to new fabric. So what will happen? The fabric that is selected will be assigned to it. Okay, simple. Delete will delete the garment piece. Copy will copy it. Paste will paste the copied one normally, but paste mirror what it will do. It will paste and at the same time it will mirror it. Inverse selection, like whatever is selected will be inverted, and those garment pieces which are not selected get selected. Simple. Okay. After that, we have symmetric with sewing. This we have used in our previous lesson. So what it do is that, suppose I have created 2 pieces here. Okay. I will copy it, Control C, Control V. And basically, let's do one thing here. Let's delete this one and go to edit pattern. Make something like this. So it's easy to see what are the size. So I will right click, copy, right click, and then paste, mirror paste. Okay. And it will paste the mirror. Now, if I will change this side, the other side is not changing because they are not linked. So to link them, you can select both of them, right click, and you have 2 options: symmetric pattern with sewing, symmetric pattern. Symmetric pattern with sewing, if you will change the left side, right side will also change, plus the sewing will also change. If we are sewing from the right side, so left side will get sewed also. But if you don't want the sewing to get affected, you can only choose symmetric pattern. Okay, so that's what it is. So if I will choose this one, okay, and you have 2 options here, cloning and linking. So these are already cloned, so I will not work on these. I will work on these. So you can see it says cloning and linking. So this is the linking one. So I will choose this, and they will be linked together. So if I will sew or do anything on the right side, it will happen on the left side, because sewing is also like symmetrized, like have become symmetry, and pattern as well. So if I will move this one or move this, this will be like this will happen. Okay. Now, suppose if I delete this one, And if I right click over here, I don't want to copy and mirror paste. I want to the whole process that we did previously. I want to do it in one go. So I have, instead of linking, I can directly go to cloning and choose symmetric pattern with sewing. As soon as I will click on it, it will copy it, paste a mirror version of it, and as soon as I will click it, it will be linked. So whatever we did previously, this can be done in one go this way. Okay, clear? Now, apart from the symmetric pattern with the sewing, symmetric pattern without sewing, there is an instant pattern. What does the instance pattern do? It is not mirrored, okay? But what it is, it's a duplicate copy of it. Okay, so it's not mirrored like symmetric. If you will change any part of the instance, the other changes as well. So this is basically different than the like symmetric. Symmetric are mirrored from both sides, but this but instance is basically not mirrored. Okay, because sometimes what happens, you need two pockets, and one pocket on the top, one pocket on the bottom, other pocket on, like 4 or 5 different pockets in the same direction, and they all can turn into instance. So that's what the instance is. Okay, so you can make anything instance after copy pasting or directly. Okay, so next here, let's see. So now if I right click here, so you will notice I have here clone as internal shape, or offset as internal line, offset as pattern outline. Okay, or layer clone over, layer clone under. So layer clone over and layer clone under, we have already have gone through it. So you can check the previous videos and you will find that. And also offset pattern outline we have gone through. We have, offset as internal line we have gone through. So let's see clone as internal shape. So what it do is that if I will press clone as internal shape on this one, I can go to any part, like suppose here, and click on it. As soon as I will click it, this will become internal part of this shape. So that's what clone as internal shape do. Suppose you create something and you want it to be internal part. Okay, so it will become an internal part of that thing. So if I rotate my avatar and show you from the back, you can see it's a part of it. Okay, so that's what you can do with it. So let's delete it. And let's see more. Okay, so offset as internal line, what it do is that, as you all know, we have gone through, you can select any line. Offset is as internal line, it will keep on making offset of it. Okay, now offset as like outline, it will create an outer line of it. Like suppose if I will extend it, you see it is extending. Okay, and what if I select 2 and then do offset pattern outline, increase it and choose any one of these, so it will have this sort of an effect. Okay, so totally up to you. So you have a perpendicular, extend. Okay, so extension will do some sort of an extension here. Then you have mirror, it will create an opposite effect of that. So totally up to you, whatever you want. Okay, direction, you want retract direction, which will go inside and extend. If I will press on extension OK, so this piece of the garment will become bigger. Okay, and if I will retract it and press OK, so this part of the garment will become smaller and this area will be deleted. Okay, so extension, extend will do something like that, and it will keep the ghost, you can say, points back there. And if I will right click and offset pattern outline and retract it, press OK, so it will keep it smaller, but there will be no, obviously, the ghost points there. Okay, so this we have already gone through. Now deactivate pattern only. Okay, so what does the deactivate pattern only means? Suppose here I have, let's delete this and work on the garment itself here. Now if I will take this number, okay, and move it outwards, right click on it, and I will choose, sorry, right click on here and deactivate pattern only. Now, if I will simulate, so what will happen? Everything will react and simulate except for the parts that I have deactivated, the number in this case. Okay, so you can see that the result, how it is, how it have like simulated. Now, you can see it is deactivated, but issue is that the sewing still is activated. So if I undo this, okay, and instead of deactivate pattern only, if I choose deactivate pattern and sewing also, and then simulate, so it will simulate in a manner that the sewing, it will not take the sewing into consideration. It will be like there was no sewing at all. So you can see that there is no sewing at all over here. Okay, it's not counting sewing as part of it. But before, with only normal deactivation, like a pattern only, the sewing was not deactivated, only the pattern was deactivated. Okay, so let's undo this. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Now, apart from that, let's see a couple of others. So we have here freeze. This will freeze it just like what we have done in our previous lessons. So if I will click on freeze, so it will make it rock solid and frozen. It will not react at all to the simulation. So if I will simulate it now, so you will notice there will be no simulation on this part. Okay, so if I move it, you can see that this part I'm not able to move at all. Okay, it's just like locking something. If you want to lock something, like in Photoshop or in any other application, this is less like locking. So if I will right click on this again, so it will, you can unfreeze that. Okay, and then it will react. Now, apart from freezing, we have here, let's move this here a little bit. Just I did that on purpose to show you strengthen. What does the strengthen do actually? Strengthen makes your garment like stronger. If it is a cotton, it will become like 50 layers of cotton. It will act like it's a leather, strong leather, or a canvas. Okay, so that's what the strengthen do, and this is for making those garments which are like really strong, like leather jacket or a coat, and some sort of like accessories like bags, shoes, and those stuff. If I will choose strengthen, and then if I simulate, you will see that it is strong and solid fit. There is no wrinkle at or no wrinkles at all on it. Okay, it's not producing any sort of wrinkle. It acts like it's a plastic or a very strong leather or something. And as soon I will right click on it and then I will unstrengthen it, you can see the wrinkles will start appearing. Okay, as simple as that. Now, other thing we have here is Solidify. Solidify is kind of like a strengthen, but solidify is basically, you can say solidify is a mixture of freeze and strengthen. It do not freezes and makes it look like concrete solid, okay? And also it do not make it look like a leather or like sort of thing. So what it do is that it makes it solid, okay? And it will look like something which has starch on it, okay? If you have a shirt, a cotton shirt, and you add a starch on that shirt during washing, and then it will become stiff. So that's what it do. So if I will solidify it, and then, okay, and then I simulate it, and you can see that whatever wrinkles on it were existing, not changing. It's moving, unlike freeze, and there are wrinkles unlike solidify, sorry, unlike strengthen, but those wrinkle stays as it is. Okay, it's not changing at all. Whenever I move it, it stays as it is. That's the for what we use the solidify. We can secure the wrinkles. Sometimes you like the wrinkles, you don't want them to change, so you can solidify it. And in the previous lesson, we have learned how to solidify using mesh brush or select mesh, and partially you can solidify some areas also. Okay, if you don't want it to be a solidify, you can right click, unsolidify. Okay, and it will become normal. So now you can see the wrinkles are changing. Now, suppose if I move this one on top of it and I cannot see it. So what you can do, you can right click and there is order. In the order, you can bring it forward or bring to front if there are like different layers of it. Forward will completely like move it to up front. Bring front, what it will do, it will keep on bringing it, like garment by garment by garment. Okay, so that's what it do actually. As you can see now, it's in the front. Okay, so to change the order. Now, other thing is that you can rotate these by using like the stop notch. However, it's little like tedious to rotate with this option here. If I right click on any pattern, I have here rotate option. In the rotate option, you can rotate easily clockwise 45 degrees, 90 degrees, counterclockwise 45 degrees, 90 degrees, or rotate x-axis, y-axis, like flipping it, or parallel to whatever you want. So this is a good way of like rotating it. Then we have actual flip, which we have used previously. Like if you wanted to flip it, any object from left side to right side. Okay, so we have horizontal, horizontal each, vertical, vertical each. So if I'll use right click here, okay, and flip it horizontal, so it will be flipped, but actually both sides are identical. Let's make something else and then try to flip that. So I will take polygon tool. Right click. I will make something like this. Okay. Now I can right click on it and flip horizontal, and you can see it will flip horizontal. If I will click on flip horizontal each, okay, it will be the same thing, but this is used basically if you have copies. Okay, so if I will flip this, you can see the copies and the points, everything is flipped as well. Now, another thing is that if I make an instant pattern, if I right click here, flip horizontal each, okay, select both of them. So you can see it's not working. But if I will use a flip, normal flip, you can see it actually works. Okay, so flip horizontal, each is for like one part of regular part or something like that. I'm not sure pretty much how, like for what it is used, but you can check and see. Yeah, see. So it will only flip the instance part, not the other part. Okay, so that's maybe it is. Now next we have here hide pattern. Shift Q is the shortcut. So if I click on it or Shift Q, so it will hide it from your 3D window, but it will be like physically it's there, it's just hidden. Okay, so if I will simulate it, so you will see that it will not make a difference, just like it do when you apply deactivate sewing with pattern or deactivate only pattern. Okay, so it's just like it is already there, but it's kind of hidden. Okay, so if I will click on it, Shift Q again, it will show. Next here, I have zoom to selector. So if I press that, it will zoom there. So if I press F on my keyboard, it will do the same thing as a shortcut. Now, these are all the right click menus when you right click on any of the garment. However, if you have selected any polygonal tool here and you right click with the polygonal tool, it will give you different options. Okay, it will show a few different options here, not all. Copy paste, like paste is same. Lock all patterns outline is same. Lock all, mirror paste is same. Lock all patterns outline. What it will do is that it will lock the outline of each one of these tools. I can move it. I cannot even move it, and I cannot even I can select internal lines, but I cannot select the outlines. Okay, so that's what is the use of locking the outlines. Internal lines can be moved, but outlines cannot be moved. So it's a good tool to, if you're working only on the internal lines and you don't want to work on the outlines. Okay, so that's this tool is used for. So if I right click here, I can unlock it, and lock all internal lines will lock only the internal lines and keep the and keep the outlines activated, unlocked. So refresh textures. If you have applied any textures, delete all overlapping points. So let's see that. Suppose if I have this point and I will move it here. Okay, so it gives me a warning that points are too close together. Please move or delete the point. It will not allow me to do that, but sometimes in some cases it happens. Okay, so if that happens, what you can do is that you can just simple right click. Oh, sorry, take this, right click, and then delete all overlapping points if there are some. Optimize all curve points. Sometimes you have very heavy curve, and if you have a very heavy curve, so your garments will have like a high number of polygons. So to optimize that curve, you can simply just right click and optimize all curves. Okay. Remove all steam if you have applied the steam. If you remember, we were using the steam steam. If you want to remove the steam for it and from it, and you want to make it regular normal, so you can use that. Snap smart guide to turn it on, to turn it off. Snap to pattern to turn it off. Snap to grid. Add background image if you want to add a background image, if you want to trace on something. Grid properties, zoom, extend all. So these you will have when you have any one of these polygons selected. Okay, and you are working on and then you right click on any one of these tools. Okay, Similarly, if you have internal line selected and you right click on internal lines, you will get the same properties here. Okay, but if you are have any point selected and you right click on it, you will see delete the point, add dart to it. Dart is what? Dart to make a diamond shape cutout, and which is used basically to create some plate stitches. Okay, and then add perpendicular internal line. If I will choose this one, okay, why? So what it will do is that it will make a perpendicular line over there. Suppose if I select these two, and you can select both and align them so they can be like on the same position. You can convert to curve point, so it will become more curved. Okay, so as you can see now, it is more curved. Other than that, if you right click on it, add perpendicular x-axis, you can see it is making a line here. Okay, you can extend the line or you can keep the line. Okay, it will create this sort of a line here, but you need a point there down. That's how it will create it. Okay, so there is a missing point down here. Okay, so now and also you have these points. Once you will create perpendicular lines, so you can select these one and their options will be a little different. So there are like different options. You can try them in your free time, and mostly like most of them are self-explanatory. They are not like very hard. Like one like a stunt trim, you can we will learn all this in our next classes as well, so don't worry about this. Okay, so I hope you have liked today's lesson. And if you guys like my videos and have not subscribed to my channel yet, so please do it and hit the bell icon to support my channel. Please watch my videos online and do not download them. Otherwise, I won't get any benefit out of it, which will demotivate me to make further videos. So please champion my channel and like them if you find them useful. So take care, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep learning on Zinteractive, your own training institute. If you're enjoying this series and want to binge watch the whole course without waiting for next lesson, then join my Zinteractive Early Bird membership plan. Once you are an active member, you will be able to binge watch all the courses without waiting for lessons to get published. Moreover, you can support my channel by joining Zinteractive Friends membership plan. You will get a lot of perks with that also.